there's trouble inside the walls of Lincoln High School.
I know it's cold in here, but even a frozen mind is a terrible thing to waste.
We're in a school that will not provide us with proper things that we need to ever get an education. Books, heat, classrooms to, conduct classes.
Those of you that have textbooks, please take them out. Those of you that don't...
Mr. Knowles, I can't feel my legs.
Could burn some books. There aren't enough to keep us warm.
And the only bright spot is, their teacher, Mr. Knowles.
Follow me!
Taking him off campus?
There was no place to go on campus.
Call your union rep, you're suspended.
What?
We're supposed to study in a room that's freezing, and now you want to fire one of the few decent teachers still willing to work here?
You're both suspended.
What?
Suspended for what?
Because of an incident that happens, they end up shooting me and taking me hostage to correct all the problems that are in their school.
Jackson, come on, get these kids out of here.
What are you doing, man?
Let me explain. I don't want no explanation.
All he wants is our teacher back.
Ziggy.
Put that gun down now! You shot me in my leg.
It was an accident.
Let him go! Let him go!
All I'm trying to do is just make them understand that it was an accident. It was an accident, and they're not listening. Never listening.
Light It Up from 20th Century Fox, starring Usher Raymond, Forrest Whitaker, Judd Nelson, Rosario Dawson, Robert Richard, Sarah Gilbert, Clifton Collins Jr., Fredro Starr, and Vanessa L. Williams.
The thing about Light It Up was it seemed like a film that could really have some impact because it was dealing with kids and their points of view.
They got an officer down. They're coming in here.
They won't.
How do you know that, bro?
Because we got a hostage.
They are not gonna listen to you.
You know what? They better for your sake.
Lester, this isn't you. You're talking crazy.
I'm sick and tired of never being listened to.
Lester's not a violent type of person. He's just, once again, not being listened to. And it results in a violent act. And he has to take the school hostage.
The shooting occurs. It automatically is taken over by the media as these kids, they're stupid and they're violent and they're animals and you can't trust them, and that's not exactly who they really are.
A high school shooting is in the headlines today. The shooting grew out of an incident involving a roving band of students inside the school.
Stephanie Williams, along with reputed gang members Zacharias Malone, Rodney Templeton, and Lester DeWitt, threatened Principal Alan Armstrong and then
Gang members?
Audrey McDonald, who I play, is a tough cookie as a negotiator in a hostage situation.
This is your final warning.
Tell your officers to holster their weapons.
Who the hell are you?
Detective McDonald, HNT. I've been assigned as a negotiator.
I don't need one.
You don't know how many are in there. You don't know where they are. Stand down.
It was nice to do something that wasn't glamorous and not quite as polished, but she's a tough broad from New York.
You never really see the kid's side of the story, of the problems that we're faced growing up in the hood.
Bullet went straight through. They hit a vein in nothing.
Where'd you get your medical degree, brother? Huh?
University of Southside Queens, brother.
When you've got white, black, Puerto Rican, it's a nice mixture. I think it's very real. And I think the beauty in this piece is we all come together for one common goal.
To us, Light It Up was like an urban breakfast club.
We hadn't seen Usher really act in anything in making the decision for him to do this film, but we all had a gut feeling about just who he was as a person. I just take a little bit here, take a little bit there, and I created a character. And hopefully they'll like it.
Can I please speak to Officer Jackson?
No, it ain't happening.
Why?
Because I'm making the rules. That's why.
My man Ziggy, Robert Richard, he's coming up, man. I think people are gonna fall in love with his character because the way he comes across is so gentle.
He wants to do well in school. He's not at home anymore. He lives upstairs in the attic in the school, in the choir room. He loves to draw. More than anything, that's his love. He goes to the library and studies, Michelangelo. He knows about Van Gogh and stuff, Picasso. He's very into his art, and it's a way of expressing himself.
That's beautiful.
I'm loving working with everybody because they give everything, you know, they really dive into their work. I haven't experienced anything on this movie where the actors haven't like really given it 100% in any moment that we've been working on, which is really exciting for me.
The message is what you interpret. I think it's all about choices. You know, you have choices in your life, and your actions equal consequences.
Things like this do happen all the time just because people are run down and tired and angry.
I think this movie is just good for everybody, black, white, whether you're young, old. I think you should just go see it and just vibe off it.
This is the end for you. No, it's just the beginning.
Blaster! No!